If you're watching this video, you're probably already familiar with SmartTube, so I'm not gonna go over like how to install it and everything, but check the video description and now I'll have a video on how to install SmartTube and other apps I recommend on your TV devices. And if you did so happen to click on this video and you're not sure what SmartTube is, it's ad-free YouTube. I just keep it at that because I don't want YouTube coming after me, y'all. But probably the most important setting that we can change within SmartTube, I'm gonna open up one of my videos here and let it play. Once you play a video, if you go to the bottom left-hand corner, right here where you see HQ, select that, then go to video formats. Normally by default, it's at the highest it can be, which is bad for buffering, because if it's at the highest, it'll take more of your internet connection to actually play the video throughout without any buffering. So what I normally do myself, this is the first thing I normally do when I install or reinstall SmartTube, is go here and drop down. It really depends on your internet connection. If you're like, for example, in this room I'm in right now, I'm using the Wi-Fi, my modem is like right about 10 feet away. So I can probably get away with 1080, but I'll bring it down to like 720 just to be safe. If I want to be safer, I'll bring it down to 480. But since my internet modem is right here upstairs, downstairs in my living room, I have to bring it down to, at the highest, 480. And then if I want it to work a little bit smoother, I bring it to 360 or 240. But once you go below 480, the quality starts to drop in a noticeable way. But 720, 480, 1080, like to me, visually, I can't tell the difference. And once we do change the setting here, it'll save. So even if we go to like a newer video, let me pause this before J. Cole comes after me. But once you go to a newer video, it'll still be the same. So you only need to change this one time on one video. The second tip I can give you is how to clean up all this mess here. But shorts, kids, maybe you sports, maybe you don't want news. So we can actually customize this side here by going to the settings, and from settings go to general, and from general we're going to go to set up sessions. Now from here, anything that you have checked is going to show on the home screen. Now still within the settings, one option I think is pretty cool, and you don't normally see this in like the official YouTube app, is you can change like the color. So let me get back to it. So not like the color of the logo itself, but like within the app, if you like stroll, you see that magnifying glass is red, the icon in the top right-hand corner is red, and then in some other moments you'll see red as well. So you can change those colors. So within the app, you can change those colors by going to the settings. From settings, go to user interface. From user interface, select color scheme. It's not many colors to choose from, but honestly, the colors they have does work best with like your displays, your TV displays or your monitor displays. My favorite, I'm just lucky enough to have like my favorite color is, it says dark blue, but I like to call it like a neon blue. It's the same like blue I use for my channel, and it's also like my favorite color. So once you back out of the app, then reopen it. You have to back out the app so you can save the changes. But once you back out and then reopen it, you'll see whichever color you chose now as the theme color for the app inside the app. This tip is the second most important to me because it's the reason we installed SmartTube, one of the reasons we installed SmartTube, but you do have to make some adjustments to it. And that's the sponsor block. So if you go to the settings, then go to sponsor block, go to choose, like select choose action. Now from here, you'll see each reason why SmartTube will skip something in the video. So of course, on top is sponsor. What I recommend you do for these, because sometimes SmartTube can have a mind of its own and just skip stuff that you actually want to watch. So to stop that from happening, if you select show confirmation dialog right here besides skip with notification, because if you keep skip with notification selected, what happened is whatever SmartTube deems as a sponsor, so it could be wrong. Like maybe somebody's just mentioning, like saying, okay, buy this product. I recommend it because I just bought it yesterday, and then they skip it. And you wanted to know that. If you highlight and select this show confirmation option, it'll give you a pop-up. I forgot the placement, but I'm guessing it'll be like on the top right-hand corner. But you don't have to navigate to it. All you have to do when it pops up is press the select button. So if you want to skip a sponsor and anything else that we go over here, it'll give you a pop-up and you just press the select button to skip. That's all. So same thing goes for all of these. So the intermission and intro, I recommend doing the same thing because sometimes the intro adds to the video. So I did it for all three of these right here, but the one that to me is the most aggravating is the non-music selection of a clip. Because if you watch the music video and they have like a short film or like a 2-minute scene before the music starts, it'll just automatically skip it. So to stop this from happening, like I said, make sure you select that show confirmation option. Or if you're telling yourself, okay, I know for sure I never want to skip that, just select do nothing. And again, you can either select show confirmation or do nothing. So recap, I like recaps on a lot of videos because a lot of recaps are entertaining, previews, whatever you want to call it. So I'm select do nothing. Interesting point. I don't even know why that's there. Do nothing, off topic. It's already pre-selected for you on do nothing. So next within the settings is how to actually password protect your account. So if you have multiple accounts, especially for people with families, so this is pretty much my account. And then I have a family account where my kids watch all their nonsense on. And then it's a guest account, so it repeats. But say if my kids are watching something and they go to my account and then start watching all these kids content and then start flooding my history with kids content. And now YouTube is recommending kids content to me. To stop this from happening or just to protect your account for whatever reason, you'll go to the settings, go to accounts, and from accounts, you'll see it right here, protect this account with password. You'll check that, make sure it's not too long because you would have to enter in your password every time you navigate to your profile. Next up, there's an option where we can highlight a thumbnail and then it'll actually start playing a preview of the video before you even click on it. So you can do this with audio or without audio. So to do this, we'll go to the settings. From settings, go to user interface. And this one is a little harder to get to because the way they have it worded in the settings is kind of weird. But it's card preview. So they call the thumbnails cards. So like I said, you can do it with sound or without sound. The last time I tried this, it's a little buggy. So it created issues. Like I think I had an issue where the audio kept playing even after I closed the app. And I don't know, they have to fix it a little bit more for me to be happy with it. But I'll just give you a quick example of it, like video with sound. Let me do video with sound. All right. Around the time of February the 20th, 2026, it's a lot of confusion going on when it comes to Fire Sticks and especially the on stream. So you saw that's one reason why it's handy. So you can preview it, and then when you select it, it'll start it from whichever point the preview stopped at. So you don't have to start all over again. Again, like hopefully they fixed it so it's a little bit more smoother because last time I tried this option, it was about like maybe 3 or 4 updates ago. So maybe they did fix it. The last tip while we're still on my video, and it's something I just figured out they had as an option on SmartTube like recently. You can actually see the comment section on SmartTube on your TV, y'all, and like navigate the comment section and see replies. I'll show you. This video is kind of recent of mine, so I'm not sure if a lot of people commented, but let's find out. So if you, while on the video, go to this little icon right here. I see M Strange, Luke, Tracy, everybody here leaving comments. And then I think I replied to this person already, maybe. Yeah, I think I did because it says one reply. So if you highlight the comment and then select it, it'll show you the reply or reply. So it'd be like a long list and you can like scroll up and down the list. Those are the main tips I can give you when it comes to the settings in SmartTube. If you are interested in anything else when it comes to SmartTube, let me know, leave me a comment and I'll walk you through it if I can. But if you are interested in informational videos, more informational videos like this, and you are new to this channel, feel free to subscribe because I'm always trying to teach you guys something. All right. So when it comes to this video and SmartTube, this is all I got for you. So much love to each and every one of you. I'm your downloading pirate, and I'm out.